Horses Stable is a funding platform for Indian businesses to find matched investors and for investors to discover exciting opportunities. Companies are selected through a rigorous process from across the country. Entrepreneurs and investors engage meaningfully and negotiate deals. But the entrepreneur must raise the amount they ask for, regardless of the deal structure. The show has a unique concept of a deal master. The deal master can be consulted anytime during the pitch or negotiations by investors to structure a deal, or by an entrepreneur for expert advice on the deal offered by an investor. Welcome to Horses Stable, Season 1, Episode 2. Next on Horses Stable is Rakesh Appaji from BitchX. He is coming from Bangalore. Rakesh is looking to raise rupees 3 crore in exchange for 12% equity.
Hello Asas, I am Rakesh, I am CEO at BitchX Dr. Ratin. I am from Bangalore. I am here to ask rupees 3 crore in exchange for 12% equity. Let me tell you a story of Ram, who is 32-year-old and running a small-scale consulting business. When his business was small, it was easy to exchange information internally. But now business is expanding. Ram started worrying, managing day-to-day operations, managing human resources, time and money. Ram is worried now. Ram cannot rely on few phone calls, emails and using multiple software to run his business. Instead, he needed a single software which could make his business more efficient and profitable. Helps management to take strategic decisions, which automates and simplifies workflow process. Sounds amazing, right? We wanted to help Ram. That's why we developed a product called BitchX, which is all-in-one business management software with integrated company expenses, CRM, HRM, meeting assistance, project management and a billing software. BitchX unifies Ram's clients, vendors, employees and leads into one single platform, giving him the intelligent data and real-time visibility to stay on top of his growing business. Most importantly, Ram will never lose any information and he can track every piece of information with this software. See, Ram is not alone. There are more than 1 million entrepreneurs like Ram who are willing to adopt technology to grow their business. There is a market of rupees 5.5 billion monthly recurring revenue in India alone, considering only rupees 999 per month per admin. See, in last 90 days, we got around 200 plus companies signing up for freemium mode and 10 plus clients already paid, which is contributing rupees 3 lakh in revenue and another 8 in pipeline, including Corey Logistics with 65 branches coming up. So in next 5 years, we are aiming to achieve rupees 250 crore annual recurring revenue. Ram can also go and use QuickBooks, Zoho One, Scoro, Oxit kind of products. But they are not primarily built for SME. They are expensive, needs huge amount of training and implementation. Why Ram would believe in our product? I say it's our team. I was in Ram's shoes for more than 6 years. I know the pain of scaling up the business. That's why I've architectured this product by implementing right management. And my tech team, Mr. Girish Prasad, CTO, and Atul Santosh takes care of R&D, are heavy tech passionate and introduced microservice architecture and amazing user experience into the product. Thank you. I'm open to questions.
So my first question, you said you had amazing user experience, but which founder of yours actually has a user experience background in terms of how does an SME or a user use the user tool? Okay.
I was running a small scale business for more than 4.5 to 5 years.
Okay.
Till today I am presently running it.
Okay. And what business was that?
Sir, I started with manufacturing business. Then I started consulting. That was my strength. I had a master's in structural engineering. I started consulting. So from there I learned. I know manufacturing. I was working in construction. I was working with L&T for more than 2.5 years. And I also, as a consultant.
Let's talk numbers quickly. How much have you invested in this?
Right now we have invested up to 50 lakh.
The 3 people?
Yeah, 3 people.
What is the equity structure?
35, 15 and 60. 50.
Okay, you are 50.
Yes, sir.
So all the 3 are working full time in this business?
Two are working full time and one as invested.
What are your current revenues?
So we have generated up to 3 lakh rupees.
3 lakh per month, per year?
No,
What
3
is
lakh per last 3 months, 1 lakh per month.
Okay. And what is your sweet spot? I mean, who are you really targeting, who you think you can lock in?
Business services like consulting, project management, software development, chartered accountants and chartered secretaries right now, who are in between age group 30 to 45 and willing to adopt technology to solve their problem.
Why should somebody buy your product versus so many others out there in
That's
the
what
market?
my unique selling features are. One, I told you we have developed a chatbot, automated chatbot system with Google Assistant, which syncs with BizX CRM. We are the only one having that right now. Second, we are already developing.
Is that your entry strategy?
Sir?
That's a premium feature, right? People don't know that.
I'm not even
for the
clear on
business.
what that chatbot
Yeah.
is. So, what is the chatbot for? Is it chatting with you for
No,
customer
sir,
support?
Chatting with our customers. In your Google Assistant, you can ask about our company that will directly sync to our BizX CRM. In your website, you can sync it. In your Facebook page, you can sync it.
Horses, you have any opinion, offer? What do you want to say?
So, I want to understand one thing. You are asking for 3 CR for 12%, which values your company at about 25 CR. How does an investor make money in that?
So right now, at my financial projections at the end of 5th year, we are giving 5 times.
For me, at this time, looking that it's so early, you just started testing the waters. It's a Me Too product and you got to stand out, and you definitely need to be much more clearer on what are the segments I should start with, what should be the traction I should get before I target the next segment, because in the end, otherwise you will end up with a lot of bells and whistle, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and not really have the kind of traction that you're thinking you're doing, right? I mean, and if I were you, because looking at that, you spent a year, how much? You spent a year and a half, you put in 50 lakhs, and you believe that 50 lakhs with 1 year, 3 people has gone to suddenly 30 crores, did you say?
25 crores.
25 crores. I mean, it's unreal. I mean, I wish I had put in that 100 rupees when you actually started that 50 lakhs. So at this time, personally, my stable is shut.
Sandeep?
Rakesh, I really like your energy, your passion in this business. It's really nice. I can see that you are all into it, and I wish you all the luck in your business. But commercially, things are not looking very viable for me. I don't see that you're into a very competitive business with a lot of competitors, and getting to that kind of revenues what you have projected. I'm not able to foresee that. Probably you would, but I'm not able to foresee that. So for those reasons, my stable is shut.
Before I make my decision, I have one final question. So, your company is Rubycraft. You have a product called BizX, and you're also working on other products.
Yes.
Correct? Your idea is to have individual companies for each product.
It's not every product, but only the 3 co-founders had 3 products in their mind, only for the 3.
So, you will have 3 companies ultimately.
I represent only business.
Okay.
But will you make other products which will go into making
No, I
other
will
companies?
be full-time with business.
But your other partners will also have other products.
Yeah.
So
In this
you-
company or some other company?
No, not in this company, sir. It is in the KV company.
Okay.
So essentially, you're the only person in BizX who will be working full time.
Working full-time.
Full time, right? So I think that's a red flag for me, because now we are talking about 1-person company versus 3 people working full time in a certain business. So that's a red flag, and for that reason, I'm out.
In business, change management is very critical, right? You need to see where the market is evolving and what changes you need to bring in to that. Zoho is actually killed your market right now, right? And you need to actually see how do you actually steer that particular stuff, use your technology brain, and like I said, which market, what particular stuff where Zoho is not attacking. You need to just have a focused product to that particular market, get a set of customers, fine tune that particular stuff. You're trying to actually, just because you're passionately done that,
No, sir. Actually, I have a video testimonials of
technology talking
clients.
rather than business talking. That's fine.
So I'll sum it up in politically incorrect language, which others will shy away from. I think we did an assessment of your product. People loved it at the time of the due diligence. Product is great. Done a great job with that. there's a gap between who you think you are and where you really are. And there is a serious gap between anybody being able to work with you because you lack the humility to learn and you don't take feedback too well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next on Horse's Stable is Amit Verma from Sheen Technology. He is coming from Mumbai. Amit is looking to raise rupees 75 lakhs in exchange for 6% equity.
India's first and only holistic dog care platform, Doggy the app. Now I know what you might be thinking. Here comes another glorified online pet store. Or maybe just how much money can you make by selling dog food? We are much more than that, and that's what we are here. That's what we're going to show you up next. Why is this the right time? India is standing at the cusp of being the third biggest pet populated nation by 2022. On top of that, there are so many social changes that are happening all around us, be it humanization of pets or reducing sizes of family and therefore addition of a new member, that this is the best time to be here. What you might have realized until now is we are not just another dog app. We are a platform service wherein every entity uses our services as much as they contribute back, which makes us an overall encompassing platform where each party is basically being held by the other. Now, how do we kind of go about creating this platform? A lot of companies have come in the past and have created a dog-related platform and have not done well, simply because it's really difficult to get into somebody's phone these days. If you want to be an app company, there needs to be a genuine, solid reason for you to download my app, and that reason comes from our vet care platform, Vetolution. Now, Vetolution is a veterinary clinic management application that sits in a veterinary clinic system basically, and every time I go to a particular clinic which runs on my system, the dog parent gets his prescription on his phone and on his email, and then can download the app. This allows me to be there next to the pet parent right when he needs me the most, just in or around a vet clinic. Now, where are we today? We are currently running in 14 clinics across Mumbai. We currently have built more than 18 lakhs through Vetolution alone. We are currently sitting on about 6,000 plus pet profiles, 1,000 plus active app users currently, about 250 pets served, and we have, within 3 months of this food subscription launch, we have already booked orders worth more than 10 lakh rupees. That kind of proves that what we are trying to do is right. At this point, I would like to show you a quick demo of what our app does. This demo is basically going to show you a pet parent's phone just after he has visited a clinic. The good news is that because this person has come from a veterinary clinic, after the download, the onboarding process is super smooth because the only thing he needs to enter is his phone number and his email. Every other record is already there. It's already been fed. This is the current homepage. He goes into medical records. There is his prescription that he just saw.
So you can join right.
Sorry, yeah.
So now you guys have a marketing background, right? Or do you have a tech background?
I have a marketing and tech background. So I am an engineer, and then I have been running a marketing company since the last 8 years now.
How about you?
So I recently returned around 10 months ago from UAE. I used to head a IT consulting firm for Middle East and Africa operation. A US based initially, and then I was working for a UK based company looking after Middle East and Africa. Have an engineering background plus an MBA even before that. So we both are actually MBA batchmates.
How's the shareholding right now?
So he owns 25% of the company. I own 73%, and 2% are friend and family.
2%?
Friends and family.
How much have you invested so far,
Approximately 40 lakhs.
including friends and family?
No, they haven't invested. That's my brother, so I have.
Okay.
So it's your own money that you've invested?
Both of us, yes.
Who has developed the app itself?
We have an in-house team,
And how many people are in that team?
5,
Working full time for you?
full time.
And how long has it taken to develop this?
So initially we started with Vetolution because that was our aim to reach to the clinic first. That took a total of about 5 to 6 months. Then Doggy the app took about another 3.5 months.
So you own both the Vetolution and Doggy the app.
Yes, the company.
And what your providing is equity in that company which owns both of them.
Okay, horses.
Really like your app. Looks interesting, looks integrated, detailed. The model looks good. But the equity you're willing to offer us looks too small for me to invest in at 6%, you know. Would like to go for a very substantial holding to justify my investment. So with 6% equity, one of the reasons, I would like to just state that my stable is shut.
The main thing that I'm confused here is in terms of the valuation. You know, you're asking for 75 lakhs or 6%, valuing yourself at 12 CR for a niche product like this. I do not see that value happening. So I'm trying to wrap around my head as to what that value should be and whether it has to be structured in a different way. And also I want to have another horse on along with me in this. Because I myself, my issue is I'm not a pet owner. So sometimes I do not relate to that. I understand the business, I like what you're doing, but being not a pet owner, I do not really probably understand the intricacies of what would go on. So somebody who has.
So before we structure it, do you have thoughts on this?
I believe the valuation, I have some ideas, but I think the valuation is probably slightly stretched in terms of what you are expecting. And
so if it was structured differently, would you partner with Kevin?
Absolutely.
So why don't you two guys step out?
We still need to look at their financials because I need to understand how the break even will happen 2 years down the line.
We will, and we'll structure it conditional to that. Okay. So let's just chat.
Yeah. Sure.
Decision is pending. Yeah. Step out for a moment. We'll have a chat.
Amit and Varun are looking for 75 lakhs in exchange for 6% equity. Let's see what the horses do come up with.
So we have an offer for you, which should be conditional to certain milestones being met, whether it's some sales milestones or sales targets, etc. We can provide you your ask for initially as a convertible debt, that is, it will be a debt. You meet certain milestone, it gets into equity. If you don't meet that milestone, there may be some collateral and you return us at a certain interest. And here is the offer. We give you 75 lakhs, you give us 25% of equity on certain milestone met, or at 12% interest we get the money back after that period of time if the milestones are not.
So what is your milestone?
FY20. This is going to be the sales for 19-20. FY20.
So can I paraphrase it for you?
Yes.
So basically they're saying they'll give you 75 lakhs. It carries 12% interest.
Sure.
You have 15 months time to hit the 4 CR revenue.
Okay.
If you hit the 4 CR revenue in 15 months time, they will convert the 75 lakhs plus the interest which is accruing, they're not paying it, into 25% equity.
Okay.
12.5 each.
Okay.
If you don't hit the milestone, we'll have other criteria of how to deal with that situation. Fair? That's what he said? That's what he said. It's over to you.
So we are comfortable with everything you guys said in terms of reaching milestones and all the other pointers about distribution models. However, what we are not comfortable with is diluting a lot of stake right now. We know that there will be a time where we might need to go further and scale this much beyond what we are thinking about right now. And currently, we are not comfortable diluting ourselves by more than 10%. That's our counter for this.
So as an investor, anything which is less than 15% personally does not work for me, and I think it's the same with Rajesh. So if you're going to offer 10%, essentially both of us coming would mean about 5% stake, which would not work for us. And therefore, I do not think that's something which we can accept.
Okay. I would take it.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
All the best.
I enjoyed the process here quite a bit. It was an eye-opener in a lot of cases. We were given a lot of questions that we were that got us thinking about how to go ahead with our business model. And I would say that this experience is going to drive us much further than we initially thought.
Next on Horses Stable is N. Madhawen from ICAM Technosys. He is coming from Torpor. Madhawen is looking to raise rupees 25 lakhs in exchange for 15% equity.
We are in the Tier 3 location, which has a lot of advantage for the investors' plan. And thanks for the hospital for giving us this opportunity for presenting our elevator pitch. Thank you. We have a very diversified team of promoters. We have is an NGO with an tea plantation and tourism background, and one more investor is on international business, and one with corporate associate, and me with the IT background. The main advantage of what we have is we are in the Tier 3 cities, and one is the Kotagiri near Ooty. Here we have advantages, lot of women who move from Bangalore due to family reasons from the IT industry, and we have a good bunch of people who are much cost effective. And Tirupur, we have one more center. You know, it's a city with surrounded by around 200 engineering colleges around, and you have a lot of techie guys we have there. And because of these type of locations we have a very less attrition, cost effective, and one more attraction we have is we have a multilingual capability. We have all South Indian languages, we have people, so we can be very competitive in the market. Apart from that, which I felt, which I want to mention that as an advantage is the top one which we have, and we have already got sanctioned of 90 lakhs from the India BPO promotion scheme of the STPA for these two locations. And about the market, we have the projects, the existing project, we have just 1.5 months old from the operation. The existing projects we have and the projects on the pipeline are sustainable, and I can even show you the MOUs agreements we have with those projects. And we also have proprietary products. One such is we have an helpline project. This we been presented in the government of Tamil Nadu, and we got it sanctioned. It's mainly for the tribals, and after the budget session we are about to commence that operation. And finally what we require, the capital investment we have made already, and we have been looking for the working capital which will be helpful for our monthly sustainable and confidently move on the projects. And finally, which I want to tell you, three things which I want to tell you. One is we can assure you very smart and lucrative return plans, and very comfortable exit policy, and more than that, and we are in the Tier 3, and you will be supporting the youth of Tier 3, which will have a joy of good social returns. That's all. And
what is your revenue now?
Revenue as such, sir, this 1.5 months we have around 5 lakhs billing we have.
What is the projection for next 1 year?
Next 1 year we plan around 2.7 crores.
Why does the 90 lakhs not just help you reach 2.7? Why do you need additional 25?
See, this 90 lakhs, the guidelines of the payment is they pay after the first 12 years 40%, next 12 years 12 months 40%, 30%, and the end of third year the 30%. So we have to sustainably maintain the business.
So for this 25 lakhs, what are you giving the investor?
Investor, we can either give an equity or as a loan.
How much equity?
10 to 15%.
Okay, I think.
As a loan, what is the return?
We can give something between 6 to 12%.
6%.
Yes, I mean we are not being very exactly clear. On the bank loan is around 12%. We have been working on 12% actually.
What is the bank loan?
Around 11 to 12%.
No, how much have you taken as bank loan?
We have not taken.
Not taken it. Okay.
How many support staff do you have?
Support staff, we have unique team leaders,
Within
or
on
the lowest side?
your process.
On the lowest side, or on the highest?
Your GNA, not your core.
Your finance, your HR, your
That we have, we have 5 people in Tirupur. They exclusively maintain both.
I think typically a business like this, generally tends to be cash surplus. That means, although in the first 2 months I do not expect you to obviously, make more than you spend, but maybe by March or something, I would assume that your billing would actually exceed your outflow in terms of cash. So you would start accruing cash on a month-to-month basis. There is a definite possibility for you to bootstrap this business at least for some more time till you get a little more focus and clarity in your business plan, because I think what is missing for me here is a clarity on the business plan. I know you're trying several things, and which I understand as a startup you will have to explore different products, different services, different languages, and see what really works for you. And then you'll have a sweet spot where you start focusing more. But till the time you do that, I think to my mind you're not ready for being invested in, and therefore that reason my stable is shut.
Kevin's stable is shut. Will Madhuwen be able to raise funds from the other horse? Or will he be left empty-handed? Let's find out.
So what is your projected revenues for the next 3-4 months?
Correct, I think that.
3-4 months, if we are been comfortable on the working capital, we can make around 10 to 15 lakhs per month.
Per month.
10 to 15.
And why do you need this working capital? How are you going to use that amount?
See, the mainly we need, because the turnaround time on the billing and payment cycle we have, it's a issue we have now.
So I have an offer for you. I am willing to offer this 25 lakhs, the whole amount, as a debt at 15% return. Of course, with a collateral and a security to my investment, payable over 2 to 3 years as per your convenience.
Can I add something to that?
Please.
If they meet their targets, okay, so you're saying 2 crores revenue in the first year, right?
Yeah.
So take
2.
whatever that number is, give them 1 year more.
Okay.
Supposing they do that revenue by the end of second year, 1 year average revenue, will you convert it to equity and get the debt off the books?
Sure, but at what percentage?
You'll have to.
You give an offer.
I would need 25%.
Okay. You have any offer?
It's a great thing that you're doing, but given that that focus and maturity is not there, my stable is shut.
Sandeep, I want to partner with you at same 50-50, if you're okay.
Really?
What proportion are you wanting to partner within the 25 lakhs?
Within the same thing.
Exactly same offer?
50-50. 2 people. You get 2 people to help you. Excellent BPO background, IT background.
I was just about to.
Great business person.
I need this.
So 2 of them will come. They'll put 12.5 lakhs rupees each. Your offer is 12% interest. Within 2 years, whenever you hit that first year turnover, it will be converted to 12.5% equity each.
Yeah, but the 12 is still not finalized. It's under discussion.
Yeah. That is his counter.
That's
That's his counter.
Sorry,
It's not finalized.
That's his counter.
Okay. So I would love to have you on board.
Okay.
We can add a lot of value to the business. And I think 12 would be very low, because see, we are taking a risk and investing, and we will be participating in the business to make it grow. I think 14% is minimum what I would be looking at.
14% is his counter. All other terms remain same.
14% interest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I am fine. Game.
You have a deal? Congratulations. Bindu, well done.
Today I had a very wonderful experience with this horse stable elevator pitch, and we have been much thankful for our stable and all the people, as we have struck out a very wonderful deal, and this is what we've been expecting. and we thanks a lot for us and all the horses who has been and helped us and to strike the deal. Thank you.
Next on Horses Stable is Bindu Menon from Pepper Wellness. She is coming from Mumbai. Bindu is looking to raise rupees 2 crore in exchange for 20% equity.
Really exciting to be here and be a part of Horses Stable. I'm really excited looking at the electrifying atmosphere here, so many entrepreneurs, so many horses here coming to invest, and I really look forward to making a great presentation and leaving here with the investment that I want. It does promise to be an exciting journey, and I hope to get the very best out of this. Thank you.
So Pepper Wellness is my company, and I'm Bindu Menon. I'm from Mumbai. We all know that women during their lifetime go through a lot of unique health problems, and while there are interventions that are available, most of them are medical in nature. You have drugs and you have devices and you have hospitals, doctors, but really if you see the pain point that is experienced by myself and millions of women like me is that the problem is really behavioral. The reason why people are not able to live an optimal health life is because they are not able to achieve their health goals. And that problem is not because of availability or economic. Many women are empowered that way, but they are not able to make that change. And the solution that we have developed here is based on extensive research at Stanford by Dr. B.J. Fogg, and we have used the principles that have been used to improve the lives of millions of people. And what we've done is we've applied that model to health, and that to specifically women's health. So the intervention that we have is it goes from here to top. I'll come back to it later. But what we have really developed is the Every Woman's Health Buddy. We have tried to look at women who can use technology to access this, and therefore we have used 3.5 crore Facebook users in India as the base. And when we look at even an average spend of 3,000 rupees, the addressable market, this is just the addressable market of course, 10,500. If we bring it down to Mumbai alone, I would say that it would be safely around 1,000 crore. That is the market that we have here. So our focus has been to build a minimum viable product, and we have done that just in this month. We launched it. Right now this campaign is going on. In the first 3 days we had 1340 registration, 590 app installs, and we had three paid users. Not only that, our biggest fear was women won't get engaged. Will they come and report this every day on their app? And we have very good results there. We had even people sending messages saying, I've been asked to take a vegetarian diet today, can I have eggs, and those kind of things. So the engagement, so women as a target group behave differently here, and they're very willing to take up this product. That's what we have learned.
How much have you invested in this so far?
Around 2 crores. So we have worked on this for this is the 5th year.
Okay.
So you invested 2 crores of your personal money in this?
So like I said, partly our personal money and Point Blank, which is again owned by the same partner. So it's the same thing.
So walk me through the process. You said you have an app,
yeah,
right? And that gives you a biological age.
Right.
So you need a device to get that information?
No, biological age is a set of questions, 25 questions that are part of the app. When you sign in, the first thing you get is these questions that are interactive, and you have to answer those questions. At the end of it, you get a result screen that tells you what is your biological age, what is your actual age is already.
So I need to understand the accuracy of that a bit. So typically, if you go to a gym now, they have these devices, these machines, fat scales, right? The body composition scale. So you stand on that, and it checks your body parameters and gives you a biological age.
Right.
If you compare that with the age that you are providing, have you done any study to see if it's?
This is this is not developed by us. It's a research published paper that is followed internationally. We have just adopted it into our process. We have checked with the owner of this, and he says you can use it freely because this is more accurate. In one way, it is. See, there are many ways to assess this. One is clinical. See, what is your clinical parameters, your blood pressure, your heart rate, and those kind of things. Then there is this BMI. This is actually asking a series of lifestyle questions because our intervention is more in the lifestyle area. We are not clinical at all. We are not giving any clinical intervention. Everything is lifestyle, and it is proven. See, even if you take a diabetes patient today, it is proven that if you give him metformin and you give him a lifestyle intervention, pharma companies will not say this, but the results may be even better.
My recommendation will be to look at reverse model, not a consumer-based model where consumer comes and pays. You need to attract more consumers on a free premium. I think that need to be continuing. But you need to look at hospitals, clinics and stuff like that where you get the complete patient of women patients that are coming in and they need after surgery or after pregnancy that they support that, and then you need to tie up with them. So they become your channel to basically go and offer that particular service. My guess is individual people coming here and being sustained on a revenue basis is very unlikely.
Any of the horses?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel there are a lot of gaps in the entire business model, and the app is not very exhaustive. It is a very basic level product where you take in some data, give some suggestions, and then do the counseling and take it to the next level. And as far as I could see the commercials on this, after 3 years, you're going to have a million, based on the assumption of 1 million users, you're still making a loss net profit after taxes of around 60 lakhs. So with my investment waiting there for 3 years and start getting the return on the 4th year onwards, I don't think I'll be willing to wait that long for any return on my investment. So for those reasons, my stable is share.
I think there is a gap in the market, as you say. I think so. It's a good spot to be in. You seem to have a very big addressable market, but I think the challenge here I see is the moat and the sustainability, because I see the users. How do you keep sustaining and getting them to engage and keep coming back? Because as you know, at least in the Indian subcontinent, I mean, that definitely is a challenge. How having people be disciplined and follow that discipline. I think as a culture itself, I think it's a challenge for us. At this time, given that it's very new for you, you're also just doing this. I would take a rain check on my stabilization.
I would initially like you to focus on one market. I know it's tempting to do multiple things at the same time, like a spray and pray kind of thing, and see which one works. But since you have a background in this healthcare industry, you understand quite a bit of it already. I think you could rather focus on one initially, get slightly more tuned to it, and then roll it out for other segments. So I think just because of the fact that testing to me looks inadequate, my stable is shut.
It's not. I'm not targeting kids.
All right.
It's mothers actually. Mothers.
So Jolly Kids is for actually the mothers, not the.
It's actually Jolly Well, and for about kids, it's helping mothers and their children's health.
Yeah. So I think what you've heard is that good feedback on the fact that you've targeted the women market at that age group. It's something new. I think nobody has got any fundamental issue with anything, but I think they want to see you have some traction, repeatability, and a little bit of testing, so that people have more confidence to invest. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.